A very calm, measured, statesman-like performance by Ruben Gallego post-debate. How did he do, Bram?
I just want to point out that was John Bailon who was with him. He was with him earlier today as well at a Tim Walz event. He was with him a few weeks ago, and Ruben Gallego got the endorsement of the American Legion. They fought together in Iraq. They were in the same unit. They considered themselves brothers because of that.
And I'm sure that Ruben Gallego, that this has been one of his, on his campaign ads, the ones where he's talking about himself. He wants everyone to understand, and he wants to reemphasize that. And it's a point of pride with him that he was a Marine who was deployed.
He was a Marine who was deployed. I've read his book. I'd advise people to read his book. It's not a tale of great heroism, but just, you could say just the quiet heroism of all the soldiers, servicemen and women out there who just do their jobs day after day. It's like that, and there's tragedy in there, as there is in the lives of many members of the armed service. You know, so much of these debates are really about temperament, and you saw, as you pointed out, even temperament there. Again, going back to what I said earlier about Kari Lake, all the interruptions, the pestering. You're making a point, and then you have to keep going and stepping on what your opponent is saying. There are lots of people who are going to like that. I recognize that, but are the people you need to vote for you going to like that? Probably not. Well, in fact, those are probably it's probably the thing they don't like. If she could just restrain herself, make your point, let the other person speak, come back. Lots of people can do that.
You know, it's interesting, though, to a certain degree, because there were so many punches being thrown, and he just kept, you know, very stoic and kept writing his notes while she kept attacking and attacking. Is there, you know, to a certain degree, do you kind of think like he's taken a lot? Maybe he needs to punch back a little bit more. Could that be, you know, deemed as a little weaker?
And that was one of the questions there. Many people might see it that way. What we know is this has been a very effective strategy in the past. Kyrsten Sinema used it to good effect in a debate against Martha McSally. Mark Kelly did the same. Stay out of the fray. Don't engage when the punches are being thrown. This isn't a boxing match. It's a debate. You're supposed to let one person present their side, the other person present their side, their ideas, discuss. Again, people like the fighter. That's Donald Trump, right? Those are the Trumpers. I'll keep saying this. The people who are up for grabs in this election probably don't. There may be a segment that does, because just a little big picture here. One of the things I'm watching closely in this election is just a massive realignment of who votes, who really is making the decision in this election. It's going to be a really fascinating thing to watch. Younger men, are they going to turn out? Women, are they really going to hold sway? Latinos, their vote is up for grabs as never before in the last 4 presidential elections. So lots of different groups out there. But again, for the person who's watching this, who took an hour out of their lives tonight to watch this, I think they are more serious judges of this. Leave aside the folks who are just chopping things up for social media.
So then do you think, who is the winner?
Winner or loser, that's in the viewer's eyes. I'm just telling you what I saw tonight from both candidates. Again, good word, Mark, measured Ruben Gallego, showing he is a serious person. Kari Lake trying to, you know, unnerve him, trying to bait him, as she does over and over. I think what people saw tonight in Kari Lake is not new. She is likely fortunate there were no kind of viral moments out there.
See, here's, to me, and I want to get your thoughts on this, the disconnect is, yes, Arizona likes fighters. They loved John McCain for that reason, because he was a fighter. But what many Arizonans don't like is toxicity and the constant sniping. And I think there's a general fatigue all over the state on attack ads on both sides. And so if Kari Lake could just separate the strength that she has, and she does have strength, from this mean bully-like quality that comes across.
She's in a fix, right? You need the Trump voters to win. She's trying to mimic Donald Trump in a lot of ways. Donald Trump does many of the same things she does, and he can get away with it, right? The difference between them in polling is about 5 to 8 points here in Arizona. That says something. There's only one Donald Trump.
Right.
You've got to be the one Kerry Lake if you're going to win those elections.
And you can't just parrot back his talking points and expect people to buy into it.
Yeah, or just a serious thing. You and I, Tram, discussed this earlier. We have to bring prices down across the board on just about everything. Gas, groceries, homes.
We all agree on
everything.
that, right?
Well,
Yeah,
of
I mean, it's
course.
very universal, but it's the how.
But also economically, we've lived a long time. When have prices come down?
Right.
You know when? The Great Recession. We're not going through that again. Economically, that doesn't work. It's not the way the world works. Now, granted, inflation's was pretty rough in Arizona over the last several years. It has now moderated. It's moderated, but you're throwing stuff out there. Put some meat on it.
All right.